say to you over there, I say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on your time zone and when I'm able to upload this video. I titled this video, The Moment of Truth and Facts. The Moment of Truth and Facts. Where the 2023 presidential election in Nigeria has come, but has not gone. We want to really talk about truths and facts. I spoke to a lot of guys in the East Park. If you look carefully, I'm in the park. I'm sad. But anyway, it's the way the cookies crumble. We want to talk about truths, facts. The truth of the matter is the 2023 presidential election was rigged. A lot of people have attested to that. A lot of people have attested to that. And some has even said the election should be cancelled. Or at least the areas where you think ringing, it's a bit cold here, so my eyes are drizzling. The area where you think that election malpractices have taken place should be cancelled. Obasanjo has come out, said so. Buhala, a spokesperson of the party, have said so, that it was even better if Buhari would have just nominated a candidate. Why Oladipo, spokesperson for NMPP, said that it's open, that it's fraudulent. We all agree that the election was not free and fair. And if it was not free and fair, it means the election is not credible. Fine. Now let's go back to the question. How many elections in Nigeria are credible? How many elections in Nigeria are credible? Remember the election that even brought Iyar Adua came out and spoke facts, truth, that the election that brought him is not credible, was not free and fair. The election that brought Obasanjo, was it free and fair? The only election that I think probably was fair to some extent was that one by Abiola, and he never was sworn in. Even the election that brought Jonathan, was it free and fair? The election that brought Buhari, was it free and fair? Everybody agreed this election was not free and fair, and that various elections in the past have not been free and fair. But it is this election that manipulation was done nationwide and at the same time. I'm talking what Buhala said, the spokesperson for PDP. This election is the worst because the manipulation was done nationwide and at the same time. Anyway, the way forward. What is the way forward? I spoke to some few guys who said, before we look at the way forward, let's look at how we got here. Let's look at this election. Tinubu got close to 9 million votes. Atiku got close to 6.8 something million. Obi got a little over 6 million. And Kwakwa also got a million plus. If you look, the 9 of Tinubu, let's say the 12 or 13 of Atiku and Obi we'll be talking about 22. Let's say Kwakwaso 2, 24. Let's round it up. 25 million people voted. How many people registered? Close to 100 million people registered. Close to 100 million people registered. So if about 25 million votes, approximately 25% was the number that voted. So we can invariably say that 75% did not vote. But when you look at it, people troop out. A lot of people came out. Why is it that this year, the 2023 election, there are fewer voters than 2019? And that is the more reason why a lot of people have realized that we cannot hide from it. This election was rigged, just like every other election anyway, I would say. So what is the way forward now? Where the truth of the matter is, Nigerians, the governments, the people, everybody, we are not educated enough. We are not matured enough. We are not clean enough to run a free and fair election and therefore have a credible election. We are not. We are not prepared. The country has not prepared because I would say only 10% are the one that is steering this country to the right direction, while majority are steering this country to doom. Professors were involved in the ringing, lawyers were involved, police were involved, military were involved, coppers were involved, Agberus have always been involved and they were involved. So the question is, if we are not ready, why do we spend so much money, over 300 billions, on an election that is not credible? It is only Britain and America that have even congratulated Tinubu. Most of the EU president have not, because most of the observers that came said that the election was not free and fair. And if the election was not free and fair, it makes the election not credible. And if the election is not credible, what is the authenticity of our president? How will the EU look at our president? How will the world look at our president? Where to Nigerians and our government, even if 10% have come out to vote, they are okay with that. Even if only Britain, United Kingdom, and the American accept our presidency, they are okay with that. It's a question of not what is right. The question is people being selected as one of those you will call the untouchable, the undoable. As long as 2, 3, 4, 5 persons have agreed, then so shall it be. It's not a country where all men are equal. No, it's not. So I'm making this video because this is the moment of truth. It's a moment of facts. Nigeria, we are not prepared to turn the ship in the right direction. Well, I don't know what to say, but this video is to let everybody out there know there is no country to fight for, or do not fight for Nigeria as a country. Fight for your mother, fight for your brother, fight for your kinsmen, fight for your local government, and that's all. Don't even fight for your state, because most governors were involved. Most governors were involved in the rigging processes. So, like we said before, fight for your brother, fight for your sister, fight for your wife, fight for your father, fight for your mother, fight for your kinsmen, Fight for your family. Let the success of your family be uppermost in your mind. Like what we said, or what I have always said, if gold rusts, what will iron do? We've missed the road. I just hope that another generation will come that will do a little bit more than what this generation did. Our father's generation were sleeping, and this generation has awoken, but they don't have the strength, the zeal to fight on. Let's hope that the next generation have the strength to fight in turning this country to the right direction. And let's hope that before that time, nothing bad happened to that great country called Nigeria. I rest my case. If Peter Obi want to go to court, let him go. There's no harm in trying. The judiciary is the last hope. Just as I said I don't have hope on INEC, same I don't have hope in the judiciary. But let him go and try. And another thing, Peter Obi should not use spokesperson to talk. I don't want him to come and say treasonable comments. Just come, tell the world you are not happy, that you think the election was rigged, and let us have reasons, proof, facts to show that the election was rigged. And let your fans know that you're not giving up, that 2023 might be lost, but you will come 2027. Start preparing the ground now. Start where you think you've gone wrong, or what you think that you didn't do well. Start preparing the ground now for 2027. With that, I rest my case. This is the truth. This is the facts. This is INI TV. We are global and social commentator. Remember, if it's the first time you're seeing our channel, subscribe to this channel. And after you subscribe, just touch the notification bell button so that each time we upload video, it comes directly to you. And now for our returning subscribers, we'll say thank you, thank you, thank you. Don't forget, give us like and thumbs up. Comments too. Remember, life is a two-way traffic. We want to hear your own opinion too. And if you love Peter Obi, share this video until it gets to the hand of the Labour Party, the Obi 30 movements. Let them go back to the drawing table. Let them go back to have a plan for 2027. They did a good fight, given the short time that Peter Obi had. It was a good fight. So with that, we'll say ciao, chokes, adios, au revoir. We'll catch you when we make the next video. Until then, we'll say this is the truth, this is the facts, this is INI TV. Bye bye.